Hello? Is anybody there? Hello? Hi, Beatrice. Can you hear me? Hi, Catamancy. Hi, Beatrice. Can you hear me? Oh, I look like my mum when I'm doing that. This is the first time I have done live on what do you call it? YouTube. through the camera and everything. So hi, Gail K, Cardamancy, Beatrice Harrison, 2535 Apple. Hey. Yeah. Just stop to say hi. That's fine. You can watch later. Hi, Debbie Fitzsimmons. Linda B, you were around there somewhere earlier too. I scheduled one and then I think I deleted it accidentally. So yeah. I've been watching some videos and I have a huge list here of people and subjects and stuff, so that's going to be interesting. There's an edit button down here. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a see what the edit button does. No, that's just cancels that. I don't have a little wand thing for effects. Oh well, never mind. I thought I'd give this one a go and see how it goes, and see if there's any of the problems that we get with StreamYard. Okay, put that there. Okay, right. Michelle Mobell, hello. Oh my goodness, it's been an interesting couple of days, hasn't it? Yes, my Christmas headband. I actually, you know how my hair's been growing out. It was driving me nuts. And last night I went to bed and it was down around here. And it was driving me nuts. It was brushing on my neck. It was hot. It was humid. I just couldn't do it. So I got up, I wet my hair, and I went out the back, and I just held it together and got some scissors and went, yeah, across the back. Hubby says, it looks okay. Doesn't look disastrous. So, but I needed it. I needed the coolness on my neck, and I needed a light out without the hair there. So, yeah, I gave myself a blind haircut, really. You just got your stimulus check. That's good. Yeah. So I thought I'd give this one a go and see how it goes. The sound is okay, I think. Everyone can hear me okay. I can't find the little wand for effects, so that's a bit of a shame, but, you know, not the end of the not the end of things. I was liking those effects that Sheila was doing. It gives a bit of a different view here, doesn't it? Anyway, it's calling occupants. There I go. Calling occupants. I like to say calling occupants. So first, I think we'll have a look at the border. Harris is down. Vice President Harris is down on the border, and she is talking to people. Are they going to make improvements down on the border? I think, well, they've already made some, but what are they going to do to address the border crisis in the short term? Long term, I'm sure they've got lots of ideas, but short term, we're looking at that. So what are they going to do? What is the Biden-Harris administration going to do? Because it's a shared administration, shared work. So what are the Biden-Harris administration going to do to improve this border situation? On this. Hi, Annie S. So Biden-Harris, what are they going to do to improve the border situation? Ooh. Need to have that. Okay. That is interesting. Okay, what are the Biden-Harris administration going to do? What I'm going to do is put some music on, a very, very low volume, like really low. Can you hear that? It's just lovely music. I love having it playing. Let's have a look. Biden-Harris administration. What are they going to do to improve things down at the border in the short term? They're definitely looking at providing me more resources down there, whether it's border patrol people or people to do the processing. Definitely more resources, definitely more people. They are looking at, they're developing a strategy, and it's going to have a very good impact. It's going to have a high impact on the way things are run at the borders and the border crisis. They're not going to be able to avoid some losses down there. There's always going to be losses through to people like coyotes and other people trying to smuggle people through, but they've got some strategies that they're looking to put in place. They are keeping them low-key. It is a big issue, and they will say more about it at the appropriate time, but they're still, I suppose you could say, secretive, but it's just that more keeping it low-key. They're working on it behind the scenes, but they want a highlight to be put on other things such as infrastructure and the Voting Rights Act, S1, HR1. Oh, strength. They have going to attack this crisis with considerable strength. Again, it's a good card because it is a high impact card. The whole area with other people's agendas have served to weaken ICE, the whole border areas, all those, especially the border area with Mexico, even some with Canada in some areas as well, but especially with Mexico and marine borders. So they're going to attack those points that have been considerably weakened, I think, by bad administration. It is a real burden, and this is a 10. It's the end of the cycle. They do have plans to release some of the burden in the next few months. Not all of it, but some of it. It's a lot to work through. King of Pentacles, that's corruption. I've just got corruption leapt out at me when I saw the King of Pentacles. One of the biggest things they're doing is they're cleaning out that whole area, the offices, the ICE, everything. They're going to be getting a really good clean out. And yeah, there's going to be a few casualties from down in that area in terms of higher ranking ICE officials and things like that. Yes, they are definitely, this is good. This is a good card. They are definitely have plans that will better conditions, lead to better conditions and strengthen security while still allowing people to pursue their wish to, if they can, enter the country legally, to be processed. Yeah. The burden with the border security is loss life, loss of, you know, regret, people's actions. You'll remember that picture from a couple of years ago with that father and daughter floating in the river. It haunts me. I mean, it just leapt up in front of my eyes just then with the loss and regret. I think it wouldn't surprise me if that picture was somewhere in the administration, in the administration offices for ICE and for the general administration to say, this cannot continue, you know. It might feel like corruption has left a lot of people out in the cold. And I think this is that camp on the other side of the border near Tijuana that's set up. Communities like that, they're going to be, I think, sending representatives into those communities. Hi, Twaina. I hope this is working well with no problems or anything. Hi, Super Queen B45. Haven't seen you for a little while. Hi, Linda B. Victory. They are going to have victory ultimately with this problem at the border. They are going to solve a lot. But that doesn't mean that border problems are going to be solved for all time. There's going to be better processes and more resources. They're going to be cleaning out that corrupt element. This is more resources towards. Hi, Christine Thomas. Compassion, new compassion in the leadership and stability in the leadership in ICE and the other agencies that deal with border areas. New leadership, and there's a lot of deceit and lies that are going to be brought to light through investigations, and people are going to, there's going to be investigations, and it's going to cause chaos within the agency, but it's chaos that is well and truly needed. I'm loving all the flowers that everyone's putting up for me, and the peace signs and the daisies and the hearts. It's lovely. Thank you. Thank you to everyone for doing that. That's lovely. And hello to people who are watching who don't generally comment. I know there are a few people who watch regularly but don't comment, and that's fine. You know who you are. Hello, I know who you are, and yeah, hi Clarence. And yeah, so that is the situation at the border. What are they going to be doing within the next few months? They're going to be doing a couple of real high impact things, but they're not going to be doing it out in the open. That's the secrecy with the high priestess. Their agenda, they're keeping a lot of the agenda to themselves. They don't want to let a lot out because there's going to be quite a few surprises for some people. Hi, Linda Sandoval. Hi, Donna Hageman. It's lovely to have a comment from you, Donna. Hi, Condogua. How's Melbourne? It is quite hot and humid here in Perth at the moment. Beatrice Harrison. Hi, 171 sign-in. Hi. Okay, what else have I let? Will Dominion sue Trump? Let's have a look at that. Will Dominion sue Donald Trump? I could be really shocking at doing that flip thing with the cards. Some people say, don't do it, it bends cards. Well, you know, I'm always pretty careful with it. When I'm not, when a deck isn't on rotation, it's generally placed in its box properly and everything. It's on and off snowing where you are, Linda. Wow. Okay, Will Dominion sue Trump. Oh, what's this? 2 cards flipped over. That's a yes. Biden's not going to do anything to help Trump in this. They're not going to sue Biden, that's for sure. Biden is very quietly supportive. He can't, I don't think, publicly show, but he's got to show support and confidence in the election system. So it's, yeah, he'll be asked about it, but yes, they're going to, and I think they will win. But look at this. This is the damage that Trump tried to do. He's got to pay for that. He's got to be held to account for that. So, yeah, he's making those same mistakes over and over. They will be suing Trump. They've got really bright minds on it, and paperwork's being drawn up, I think. They might get him to settle, knowing that he'll never pay. It's going to end up before a judge, definitely. He might offer to settle, but it's going to absolutely end Trump financially. It's going to end him financially. And he's at the bottom of his financial resources at the moment. I mean, it's not that he doesn't have any, but he's, compared to what he used to have available to him, he's pretty much on the bottom tier of that. So, and that's the end. They've got to retire from that. Yeah, interesting. The lovers, yeah, they will come to an agreement. Quid pro quo, no, definitely going to be lots of eight of wands as well. It's going to be settled very, very quickly because he doesn't have anything. That Four of Swords could even be a retraction. He'll have to stand up and say in public there was no cheating, you know, all that sort of stuff. Otherwise, they will take everything he owns. Dominion. Will Dominion end up with some of his properties? Ooh. They are going to tie him up. He's going to be confined. He's not going to have any. Not going to be able to see where he can go. He's painted himself into a corner with it. They are being restrained at the moment, but they are going to go ahead with their plans, and it'll be sorted pretty quickly, I think. Yeah. Thank you, Linda. Oh, I love the cherries, Christine. Is it cherries or tulips? Tulips for Easter? I'm not quite sure. I can't quite see. Oh, I've got an itch. I've got an itch just in my ear there. Now, will Georgia indict Giuliani? Oh, did you see that short interview that Biden, you know, gave? And he was asked, about Trump's proposed visit to the border. He says, I'm not sure if I'm going down yet. I don't know what the other guy plans to do. The other guy, I loved it. Well, will Georgia indict Giuliani? They're going to play this out too. Reap what you sow. And what's here? Pause. Pause in momentum. They're definitely looking at it. Looking at him. Tying him up so he can't go anywhere. He's going to have his passport seized, I think. Yes, they are going to indict him. Four of Wands. Trying to interfere in their home state. They might, I just got going through my head like they're even looking at indicting Lindsey Graham for sending that letter. There is definitely a change of fortune for Rudy. They are, and this is a change that's going to be brought upon him by the Georgia grand jury. There's two of them apparently, which is quite not really been heard of before, but I'm quite sure there's a precedent for it somewhere. Lovers, deals. He might make a deal with them to avoid prosecution. Oh, no, he's not going to get away with it. This is Americans' votes. Yeah, it's trying to make voters remove their votes, suppress their votes. Strength, they've got a very strong case against him. Lies, deception, stuff's going to come out. Oh, they've got somebody within the circle working, somebody who's a bit younger. And I think they're going to talk. Well, Christine Thomas, you've got family in Asheville. My niece and her husband and my great niece and great nephew live in Asheville. Now, if I haven't said hello, it's because I haven't seen your name. So, okay. Show that. Okay. Now, what else is on my list? The infrastructure bill, phase roads. Now, they broke it down a bit. Phase roads are going to be traditional infrastructure, roads, bridges, buildings, waterways, those sorts of things, possibly even rail things. And then phase two, second part of the bill, is going to be more about green initiatives, people, putting people in, retraining people, all this sort of stuff. So let's see if phase one of the infrastructure bill is going to be able to go forward. Well, phase one of the infrastructure bill be able to go forward. don't know where my niece lives in Asheville, but I think she's slightly on the outskirts, and she's on a place that's on a hill, and she's got a nice big yard and a bit of a view, but not anything grand. But yeah, at least that's what it looks like to me. Marshville. Well, yes, I really hope so. Republicans, the Republican Party doing what they can to stop it. Okay. Passing this bill, it's going to help build a new legacy. Getting phase one underway will help build a new legacy for America, for this younger generation, and like 30s and 40s, like 20s, 30s, 40s, even early 50s. This generation where there's going to be retraining in things that have been let go. I think new legacies and new legacy trades, I think, too. Heritage buildings, I think. Yeah. There's been abuse. Elaine Chow, her abuse is going to have to be addressed. She left in a shambles. There is good support for this phase one. Phase one is not really so much what's worrying some of these people. It's the phase two part with some of the green initiatives and all that. And people are waking up and they're saying, hey, look, you know, this means jobs. This means better services. This means safer roads. It means overhauling of utilities. It you know, and they're starting to wake up for that and what it could mean for their families for the next, 10, 20 years. It's the start. It could be the start of a new legacy, America. There's been abuse by Elaine Chow in that office. She's left a lot of America's infrastructure just decay. And, well, it's not just her. Infrastructure doesn't decay over 4 years. There's been a lot of neglect over the last 8, 10 years because they haven't been able to get bills through with Obama and all that. And then, of course, with the Trump administration, it was just about making money. Yes, there will be celebration and there will be merchants being able to make money, people being able to make money, celebration, wishes. People want jobs, and this infrastructure bill will bring it. But they've got to get it through. They've got to get people to understand the details. Oh, did anyone see that story by Rachel Maddow, who a Koch brothers researcher, or Koch brothers researchers, they went out and they researched people's reactions to the voting rights bill when it was just explained in plain language, and they came back and it wasn't good news. They don't want billionaires buying elections, and therefore these changes, if that's what it will mean. So, and these are Republicans they were talking to. So, yeah. Definitely One of the things with this is solution for material problems. But in a bid for power and security, the person who could institute those solutions, Elaine Chow, no, didn't want to. She's all out for herself. It's going to be new relationships. There's money here, which is good, but people are waking up and they're saying, oh, we can build legacy. And look, more people can get trained to do jobs. It's interesting that the past line fell in the middle. I don't know, you know, where the bad line is going to be. The present line is pretty much on the right here, and the future line is on the left. So that's interesting. Hey, Baba Boo. Hey, Baba Boo. You feeling better? Are you feeling better? Hi, Nina Sanderson. I hope that music is not too loud. It's on very softly, but I'm liking it. Hi, Maritza Cartagena. Cartagena? Cartagena, is it? Or Cartagena? Cartagena? Into Ghislaine Maxwell's energy. Okay. Yeah, I'll go into her energy. A little bit of extra. Nice to see your name back up there again, Maritza. Haven't seen it for a while. Hi, Robin. I know, but you do occasionally do a comment, which is lovely. Yeah. Ghislaine Maxwell, will she start to turn over names? Will she turn over names? Protective energy, protective shield. Conflict. Wherever she goes, she causes conflict. She's, yeah. Oh, quick. Things are going to happen quick with her. Conflict, suspension, being held where she is. She's not going anywhere yet. Oh. Strife, bad tidings. But there is momentum. They've picked up momentum in charging her. Yeah, she's going to be facing those consequences for that trafficking charge. She can't get away from it. But she is going to name some names. I don't know who, but will it be Trump? I'm not sure. She's really embattled. She's in a lot of danger. People, you know, a lot of the women in the institutions she's in, they have children. They have sons and daughters. And they would rip apart anyone who would do something to them. So she is not well liked. Hi, Anne H, Running Flop. Hi, Edna May. Oh, she's in for a bit of a tough time. But the only way she can get into calmer waters and into a safer environment, they're going to keep her in jail for that sex trafficking. It might be a few years. She might get a lesser sentence, and she's probably going to get put into a safer facility. But the only way that will happen is if she talks. So, yeah, really interesting. I'm just going to have a drink, okay, because my throat's a bit dry. Oh, could you see the back of my butchered head with the hair? Ah, hi, Joanne Ma. So yeah, she's got to face the consequences of her actions. But she really wasn't prepared for the threats that would be against her. And the only way she is going to get out of things and be able to start any form of a new beginning at some time is to talk and share. It's a card of sharing as well. Okay. Horrible news out of Myanmar about that massacre. I don't really know much of the details, but World Chauvin. Okay. Derek Chauvin. I try not to read on cases that are currently on trial. You know, if he will get done or not, but I will read if he'll take the witness stand. I will read on that, but I won't read if he'll be found guilty or not because he is on trial at the moment. Apparently, it was well over a minute longer. It was over 9 minutes that he had his knee on George Floyd's neck. So will Derek Chauvin take the witness stand? I won't go on if he'll be convicted or not. It's just my policy. That's up for the jury to decide, but I will see if he'll take the stand. Once it's, I do, oh yes, he's going to go to jail and all that sort of stuff. But if the case is actually on, like, once it goes into court, I don't know, just some things I don't. Princess of Swords, death, change, great child of great transformers. Disappointment, the Hermit, he's not popular. He's out in the cold, Queen of Pentacles. He's using a lot of resources to keep it safe. Interesting. Hi JLo, how are you? 3 of Cups. He's got isolated bits of support. Oh my goodness me. Oh, Baba. Hang on a minute, guys. I've got a bit of clean up on aisle 30 here. Thankfully, it's not too bad. Most of it went on a paper. Here. My uniform. I'm trying to remember the name I gave him. Can anyone remember the name I gave him? High Priestess. I've got a Seven of Pentacles. He doesn't want to. I think the defense strategy is to try and keep him off the stand. But I think he might have to in the end, and it's going to be disappointed. I think he might end up on the stand, but he doesn't want to. Okay. Hi, Angela. Thank you. It's my Christmas headband. I have to get an Easter one. I won't be doing Easter Sunday. Just going to spend a nice quiet day with James. But I will be doing Easter Monday morning, I think. And, yeah. So, okay. What else have I got there? Some border. I'll better mark off a few things. Oh, let's see. So that's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. Okay. The big ugly four. The bad, the worst, the horrible, and the nastiest. So, Manafort, Stone, both Flynn brothers, Bannon and Miller. So I think we'll go through and we'll do a few quick and dirties on them. Hi, Rondell Fredgate. So I'm going to do 2 lines of 3 on each of them. So we'll start off with Manafort. What is in store for Manafort? Let's have a look. I just am so loving all the flowers and stuff and hearts and stars and butterflies. Loving them all. Thank you. And I hope that those of you who can are able to get together with your families over Easter. Thank you, Sherry French. Yeah. Okay. Palm trees. The angels. They're all great. Hey, Apple. We act like the nutcase on the stand. Who's he? Is that Manafort? So I'm going to look at Manafort first. Oof. Fortitude, strength. That's strength. You're going to need a lot of strength. They're getting 6 cards each. 2 lines of 3. High Priestess. He is already working on his strategy and he has got a lot of secrets. Two of Pentacles, manipulations, harmonious change, Lord of harmonious change, manipulating things, making deals, possibly, manifestation. Seven of Wands. He's going to have to be defending himself and setting boundaries around the Hierophant. That is court and the processes within court. He's going to have to go through the court processes again. And Six of Cups, old sins coming back to haunt him. He knows he's preparing. The first line says he's preparing for having to defend it. He knows he's going to end up back in court. And they're going to be bringing in things that they didn't bring in before as well. So the stuff that he's been pardoned on, well, they can't really address it again unless the pardon is overturned. Sparkle farts, that's it. Yeah. Thank you, Linda B. Sparkle farts. Cammie had taken a disliking to him because she was swatting at him the other day, and he's all fluffy, and he caught on her paw nail. And I'm impressed with you. So, yeah, sparkle fart. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I couldn't remember what I called him. It is a he, even though he's purple. Thank you, Linda B. Okay, so that's Manafort. He is preparing his strategies and trying to juggle things because he knows he's going to end up in court again. Let's see. Stone. 6 cards for Stone. Hi, everyone who's watching. Hello to everyone who'll be watching later. I get several hundred people watching. If you know anyone who you think might be interested in watching my channel, tell them to, give me a look out and stuff. I'm not, lost a few viewers for some reason, a couple of hundred or so, or 100 or so. So I wouldn't mind seeing the numbers going up again. So, but that can happen. Numbers go up and down. But if you know someone you think might be interested in seeing what I do, and if you want a reading, if you're in the US, I charge $45 US for a reading. 60 Canadian, 60 Australian, and £35 or €35 if you're in England or Europe. If you want a reading, just email me. I can do it do an email reading, or I can do Zoom or Skype. So hi, crazy cat lady. Crazy. Oh dear. Last night, since yesterday morning, 2 hours sleep max. I just could not sleep last night at all. I hope that doesn't happen again today. So yeah, I'm starting to feel it a bit. Okay, Roger Stone, 6 cards on him. Oh, he's got to traverse into calmer waters. There's movement. He's got to traverse into calmer waters. Might be a bit of a rougher And the interesting thing is about this card, she's got there seems to be no one on the boat with her. So she's on her own. Maybe he's got to traverse this on his own. What's on top of that? Page of Pentacles. News about money. Messenger with money. About money. Oh, Nine of Wands. He is embattled. I haven't seen anything legal here with this yet, but his first line saying he's embattled, and you know, he's supposed to be super rich and all this sort of stuff, but money's a bit of an issue for him, and he's trying to get into a bit of calmer waters. Second line, Seven of Wands. He's got the Seven of Wands as well. Now, this is a different deck. I used this deck for Manafort and this one for Stone, and Manafort got the Seven of Wands as well, having to defend himself. The Hanged Man. I'm pretty sure the Hanged Man made an appearance with, and the Two of Pentacles. Pretty much doing the same thing, preparing. He's in battle, but he's in battle on the monetary front too. Pause in momentum. A stop, a pause, restrictions. Having to deal and manipulate and juggle things, resources. Yeah, Roger Stone is actually in for a bit of a tougher time than he never shows anything. He always shows that really confident face, you know, that arrogant, ugly mug of his. But yeah, he won't show it. He will always portray confidence and arrogance, but he's in quite a bit of trouble. And money, something to do with money as well. Suspension. He might even have some accounts frozen. Interesting. Let's have a look at Mike Flynn. Different deck again. Mike Flynn. Mike Flynn. 6 cards for Mike Flynn. Mike Flynn. Knight of Cups. An offer. He's still standing behind. He's still standing with Trump. Judgment, but he is going to be facing judgment. 10 of Pentacles. Family legacies. Ugh. His son's in trouble too. His son's in trouble as well. And family and child. But I'm going to do a separate 2 lines on his brother. So 6 of Wands. His part in overturning the victory. 7 of Pentacles. Reap what you sow. Assessment. Justice. He's going to be facing judgment and justice. Don't know what form yet. So that'll be interesting. Now I'll put the cards back in here. And I will do a shuffle. And we'll look at Charles Flynn. change of fortune for him. The Wheel of Fortune. Change is coming for Charles Flynn. 10 of Cups. Family illusions. Support. He's getting support from his family. 3 of Cups. Circles of support from his family. Damn it, I was supposed to be a shining light. I was supposed to be a star in the Pentagon, but he is starring in a Pentagon movie, just. His efforts to shine have led to loss and regret. 5 of Cups. King of Pentacles. Corruption. It's not very clear yet what's going to happen to him, but he is facing some changes. His family is still with him and supporting him, but the efforts that he went to shine and build himself up and become who he is has come with loss. I'm not going to say regret. I honestly don't think these people regret very much. The only thing they regret is getting caught, and there's definitely corruption there. And wasted resources. His role in resources, in commanding resources, is definitely going to be put under scrutiny for the National Guard. Steve Bannon. What is happening with Steve Bannon? Increasingly isolated, or coming forth to shine a light. He's got the Hermit, but he's been in the background for a while now, but from the little I've seen of his name being there, he's coming out of isolation a bit now, isn't he? He's being seen a bit more. Page of Swords. There is disappointing news for this man. Oh, he has painted himself into a corner. What else? Well, he's got a new journey ahead of him. It's going to have a high impact on him. I feel like that should be reversed, like he's not really prepared for that journey, but he's got a lot of faith in himself. He thinks he can fool the rule of law, but he can't. The rule of law and institution and justice and everything that the Emperor represents, judgment is coming for him. Ace of Pentacles. Something to do with money. He got a pardon from Trump over that money business with the funds, but there's something else that they've got on him about money. They didn't hit these guys with everything they had, because I think they knew that Trump would pardon them before he left office. So they've kept stuff back on these guys. Charles Flynn is new. Mike Flynn, Manafort, Stone, Bannon, they've kept stuff there. Now, I'm going to do some Palo Santo here. sides of the highest truth and compassion I ask from you to shift. Dealing with energy. Is Georgia going to charge Trump next week? I don't know if it'll be next week, but they are going to charge him. Stephen Miller. Let's have a look. They're all taking their time with Trump. In fact, drawing it out is really bad for him. He's not handling it well. I think they're going to give the District of Columbia the honour of being the first ones to indict Trump because of January 6th. So, yeah. But I don't know about that. Whether they'll be able to come up with enough to indict him. Anyway, Steve Bannon. What is in the cards for Steve Bannon? Knight of Wands. Restrained investigations. Showing restraint. It feels like, you see, you've got the fire around him. It feels like he knows they've got stuff on him. And the heat's slowly increasing. That's interesting. On this knight's hand, there's a tattoo of a sailing ship. He's hoping to skip, I think. He's getting a divorce, apparently. Ooh. Ooh. Very large, very high impact, catastrophic changes for Steve Bannon from these investigations that he's hoping to flee. Oh, there's the judge. Long-time viewers of mine will know that I see King of Swords as prosecutor, the Queen of Swords calls them forth to answer for their actions. She's the judge. Three of Coins, dirty money. King of Coins, corruption. King of Cups, Biden. Why Biden? I'm just going to do a clarifier on why Biden is there. This King of Cups has got the teardrops. So I don't know if that's Biden. What's this King of Cups about? Plans. New journey, watching, overseas. Eight of Pentacles, detail. This isn't so much Biden himself, but members of his administration, possibly Merrick Garland. He has plans and strategies in place. They've got information coming from overseas. And there's lots and lots of details to go through. Cuomo, if he resigns, he'll be replaced with a Democrat. The lieutenant governor will step in first, and then and if he waits and doesn't contest the next election, a Democrat's still going to win New York. Trump's not going to get a Republican in there to pardon him. Okay. Trump. What's in store for Trump? Will DC indict him first? They're definitely looking at it. There's a pause in the momentum for a moment. To stop. They found something new to add. They've gone back to the start for some reason. Hey, Cameo. And yes, I don't know. They will be the first. Oh, he's not going to handle it at all well. Burden of proof. They're taking their time and they're restrained. They're taking their time because they really, really want to make sure they can meet the burden of proof. Yeah. Okay, will Georgia indict Trump after Easter? Again, I get a bit of a delay. Forced isolation. That could be indictment. Often he doesn't want. Corrupting. They're definitely going after him. But no, I think it's still going to be a little while before they do indictments. These guys want things, but they've got the grand jury there. So the grand jury hand down indictments. Yeah, I think they feel like they've got everything they need. And he's really anxious about it. So I do think the grand jury might be ready to hand down indictments soon. Some of them, not all of them. So if they indict Trump, it's not, they've got other things they're going to indict him on as well. So it's going to be interesting. I don't think they're going to throw everything out there at once. Yeah, really interesting. Hey guys, it's just after 10. I'm going to wrap it up tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope using the YouTube worked okay with you. If so, I might stop with StreamYard. I don't know yet. Yeah. Wow, that would be great. That would be great if you could teach in the studios. Anyway, sweet. Anyway, my darlings, stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and stay loving. And this is Papa Girl. Show everyone your pretty face. No, you don't want to. You're shy, are you? So everyone take care, and I will see you Thursday morning. And yeah, we'll go on from there. Bye-bye. End stream. There we go.